Okay, so if y'all see my video, my last video, you might want to go check it out. So basically, I was talking about how LV Envy, I'm helping somebody now. Just telling them like how, kind of how the process is going. It's not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. Okay. But I know what I'm talking about. So basically, the person is got sued by LV Envy, right? So I'm like, okay, these are some strategies that you could use. So they're pushing for arbitration. So they come back and got a letter basically saying a settlement conference has been set up, and I'm like, settlement conference? Now I haven't personally dealt with a settlement conference, so I'm like, I don't know, but I mean, just from the context of the words, like I'm like, okay, cool, they trying to get you to settle. Here's my thing: we're not settling. I'm not paying you anything because number one, you never even showed that you own this. Number two, do you even have the proper requirements to collect an estate? Well, they're in the same state as me, and I have what they provided me. So what they provided me, I believe is valid, but at the time that they got me is where they messed up. But for the time that they got this person, that bond is technically valid. So they can't go from that angle, but they still have to prove the ownership. And if they provide bills of sales like they provided with mine, they're cooked. But the thing about it is, this person is not really like, I live for this type of stuff. I like law stuff. I'm finna be in these courts for real. This person doesn't. So I'm like, okay, basically trying to give them the best way that they can kind of get out of it, right? Which to me, in my opinion, would be arbitration, because they have to, it's binding. They have to abide by whatever the contract is, and they have to produce the contract because they're the ones that's saying that they own the contract. The only thing, the thing that they're trying to enforce is the contract, because the dollar amount is from what? The contract. So from them trying to enforce a dollar amount from a contract, you have to provide that contract to show that dollar amount is valid. Because otherwise, if you just provide me statements, okay, you provide me statements, but I need to see the contract too, because the statements still coincide with the contract. And because of that, that's where we'll be able to review that arbitration clause. But the thing is, we already found online basically a generic one or not a generic, but we found a credit card agreement with a generic arbitration clause. So if it is the same thing or remotely the same, then guess what? Arbitration is binding and it supersedes the courts. The courts has no jurisdiction, period. And so with that being said, that's the reason why this person is going to push for it, because guess what? LV Envy is going to have to put up a lot of money up front to go through arbitration, rather than to just file that little $50, $60 that they did in the court to come after this person. I'm going to go into more detail about the settlement conference and what I think is going to happen. So follow me to the next one, because it's about to get interesting.